Okay, Ben, what was the homework? Three circles, 125, 115, 110, all on the same line. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go to the draw command box. We'll choose line, pick a starting point on the screen. We'll go over 150. So type in 1. Why 150? Because that should be long enough for those three circles, right? In fact, we could probably just make it 100. Let's just do that, 100. Okay, and then enter. So you have a 100-foot line there, or 100 unit line, because we don't know the units. Okay, the next thing to do would be to kind of figure out, all right, where along this line should I place a large circle, a medium circle, and a slightly smaller but also kind of medium circle. So 25 unit diameter, 15 unit diameter, and 10 unit diameter. So a helpful hint for doing that would be to kind of have an idea for where's the middle of this. So let's mark the middle. We'll take a line, we'll mark the middle, and it looks like we already have a triangle popping up because we have the object snap settings. Those are right there. That button is on, right? Where it has the green. Sorry, I accidentally touched the screen. I have a touch screen, but I have a green, so I'm going to hit escape because I didn't want to start a new command. So we'll go to line. We'll draw a line in the middle of our shape, and that's where we'll put the middle circle, right? So we'll just draw a line and maybe go up 10. Okay, so there it is. So I have a line there. That's where I'm going to draw my first circle. So the center point of the circle is going to be on that line. Remember, the middle circle is 15. So remember, we're going to have a 25 circle here, a 15 circle in the middle, and a 10 circle to the side. Okay, so here we go. Circle. Circle is found in the draw panel. The first question it's going to ask is specify center point for circle. It wants X and a Y, right? But instead of picking an X and Y, we're just going to pick a point on the screen, which is the intersection of that. It used to be a triangle because that was the center point of this long line, but now it's just called a square. I mean, it's just a box because it's indicating the end point of the line we just drew. It's also an intersection, but it's giving us a choice of endpoint. We'll just choose that. And then what does it say? It says specify radius of circle. Now, you can change radius to diameter. The way you do that is by the down arrow on the keyboard, right? Got cat hair on here, jeez. All right, so you got a question here. What's the diameter? Well, you got to hit. You got to type it in there. So we're going to type in 15. Why? Because that's the middle circle. 15. The diameter is still showing up. Enter. So now let's just check and make sure. In fact, we don't even need to measure. We know that that little hash mark we drew was 10, and it looks like the diameter. I see what happened here. It took it as the radius, so we did it wrong. Because if I measure the whole diameter from here to here, it looks like it's going to be 30. So let's try that. The way you do that is DI for distance. So you type in DI. See how it says distance? It also shows a ruler. Hit enter. Choose the point on this side. And choose a point on this side. And what does it say? 30. So we did it wrong. So even though I thought I was doing it right where it says diameter, I told you, I steered you in the wrong direction. So at this point, we're going to do a select, delete. On the keyboard is how I like to do it. So I hit delete. And now that circle's gone. I'm going to try the circle command one more time. Another way to do it would be is if we chose here, we could do center diameter. So that's the way we're going to do it. We're going to click. We're going to come down here. It says specify center point of circle, right? And then we're going to do 15. Sorry, the diameter is 30. I'm sorry, the diameter is 15. That was the homework assignment. I almost forgot. So we're going to type in 15. Okay. And it should not make it all the way out to that line. All right, so there you go. That is now that we've drawn the middle line, we'll go ahead and move this. Let's do a move command. That's M. See, it highlights move. Hit enter. And we're going to move this. You have to specify the point that you're starting to move, and we're going to move it over because we want to draw our 25 circle now. This whole line is 100 from left to right. So if we're in the middle, we're at 50. So pretend we're on a football field. So let's move it back over to the 25-yard line. So we already specified the base point, and we're going to move it. Oh, now I've clicked on it, so it says specify second point, right? Do you see how it says that? Specify second point. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to say polar, leaving it on polar, and we'll type, because you got the green line, and we're going to type in 25. And there it goes. It moved it to the 25-yard line. It's no longer at the 50-yard line. All right. So at this point, we're going to draw what diameter? 25 diameter. Make sure you select the circle that says diameter up here. Diameter. Center point. Boom. Typing in 25. Enter. All right. So that diameter is 25. Let's just measure it. DI. And we'll go to the top quadrant and measure all the way down to the bottom quadrant. What does it say? 25. Good to go. Let's move this to draw our last circle. So we'll move it. We'll specify the first point as the base. And we're at the 25-yard line. We're taking it all the way past the 50 and then to our opponent's 25-yard line. It's not marked, so we just got to put it in polar, leaving it green line enabled. And now we'll type in, wait, I was about to type in 75. No, it's only 50, right? We went from our 25 past the 50 to their 25. That's 50. So 50 is what I enter into the second point of displacement. Enter. So there I go. Now I got the hash mark over here. Draw my last circle. Go over here. Choose the diameter, not the radius. All right. Specify first point. Center point. Sorry. And then draw it to be, what was the homework assignment? 10, right? So 10 is what we're going to enter there. So now we got our 3 circles. And just to kind of, they're not evenly spaced. Why are they not evenly spaced? Because they have different size diameters. And they're drawn at the same point along the line. So that's why they're not evenly spaced. If we want to do that for our next homework, I'll show you a little bit more about move and distance and kind of rotation. Okay, so that's the homework assignment. 3 circles on the same, centered on the same line. 25, 10, sorry, 15, and 10. All right, Benji, good luck with that, and I'll talk to you on Monday, 5:30. Cheers.